Stadium, located in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, will be our location for what many are hoping will be a great one between Denver and Carolina. And now to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the game. Tom?
It will be clear and mild for today's game. Hello, folks. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth getting set for this one. Well, get your bowl of popcorn, your favorite beverage, get settled in. We're just about ready for the opening kick. As both teams make their way onto the field, we're just about ready for the opening kick. And this game is now underway. Marshall takes it at the 33. He's hammered at the 44-yard line. I'm sure they'd like to come away with some points as they take the field for the first time. They'll start this drive at the 44-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Sets up the play action. And that should be offsides on the defense. Offside defense. He tried to anticipate the count there.
And a lot of times it's the offensive lineman who will go back into the huddle and say, hey, I think this guy's trying to time our snap count. That's when the quarterback will change up the count, work perfectly there.
The defense is changing their play. Young gets the carry. Tackle right around the 48-yard line. Just about 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
He's looking to throw. The pass is away. It's picked. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
They line up at the 48. The Panthers come out in a single back formation. Drops back to pass. Fires it out with the catch. Brought down with only one man to beat. They complete a long pass play.
After a big play like that, it's really important for the offense to get in the huddle and get out, keep this attack going. Right now they have the defense on their heels.
Good game through the air will set them up with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throws off his back foot, and it's completed. It'll be 1st and goal. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And how'd you like that throw by the quarterback? A little touch, a little lob in over the top, like an alley-oop in basketball.
They're down inside the 5 now. Ball on the 1-yard line. DeLome back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. So they go to the air and they come away with 6.
Well, throwing down here in this area of the field, you better zip it in there pretty good, and that time the quarterback got the job done.
And they line up for the extra point. He missed the point after. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Baker will send this one deep. The kick is away. Marshall takes it at the 33. Dropped at the 48-yard line. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. They'll go to work at the 48-yard line. 1st down now, and 10 to go. Little handoff. The defender gets him to the ground. 2-yard pickup.
Tom, that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Young lines up as the deep back, I formation, looking to throw. It's a loose ball. Nayland recovers the loose ball, and he was able to fall on that one.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play getting back on the football, but now you're starting to establish the reputation that you will turn it over offensively, and now the defense is going to be coming after you.
Here's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 49. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking for a receiver. Makes the throw out to his left. They picked it off. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Might want to start thinking about trying to pick on that guy. We've seen all day he has simply been quicker to the spot than the wide receivers coming into his area.
They line up at the 50. Delone lines up under center. Only one man back here. This one won't find a target. King was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. 2nd down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 50. The Panthers come out in the ace formation. Drops back. He pump fakes. Short throw to the right. And he's knocked out around the 41-yard line. And they pick up 9 with the completion. That'll bring up 3rd down. It's 3rd down and a yard for the first. Ball on the 41-yard line. They'll throw for the first. It's 4th down after the incompletion, and it's a pretty long field goal attempt if they went for it here.
I don't know. I've been watching this coach for a long time. I'm thinking he might go for it in 4th down right here.
Punts it away. Lots of air under this one. He'll take it from the 18. He's pushed out at the 26-yard line. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. They'll go to work at the 26-yard line. Cutler is in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers split out wide. Encroachment. Defense. The defense can't keep getting up yards on penalties like this.
Yeah, it's hard enough in the game today with the rule changes to help the offense to stop an offense anyway, but you can't give away yards.
Short pass. And he's deep cleated at the 34. Graham picks up about 3 with the catch. So that'll make it 2nd down. Calls an audible. And this one looks like it will be against the defense. Encroachment. Defense. And the defense gives up from 3 yards to the offense.
I always thought a defensive penalty was so much more deflating than an offensive penalty because on offense you have a chance to make up for it. On defense, a lot of times it's big yardage and automatic 1st downs.
Knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And a big catch by the tight end.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Makes the grab. 6-yard gain through the air on that play.
You know, that's good recognition that time by the quarterback. You saw the man-to-man coverage. He goes to the out route. That's pretty easy to get done.
Denver comes out with 3 receivers in the shotgun. He needs to get the pass off. Still perfect on the drive. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
Cutler off the fake. And the defense has a heavy rush. And is picked up by one of the linemen. They were extremely fortunate to get that one back after the fumble, Chris.
Yeah, they really were, because as an offensive player, very rarely are you looking at the ball. You're always focusing up the field, and then all of a sudden you hear those words, fumble! And you know 11 guys are honed in on the ball. Offense lucky to get that one back.
The backfield is in the offset I formation. The Broncos changing their play at the line. Cutler has completed every pass on this drive. This one falls incomplete. Probably not the best place to try to squeeze the ball into.
Yeah, I think he would have needed a jackhammer to get that one in there. That was tight coverage.
Punts it. Ouch. Not a good kick here. It'll go out at the 20-yard line. You have to like it when your punter can pin the ball inside the 20 like that.
Now, this has got to be one of the tougher punts to make here. It's so easy to get a little too much on the kick, sending it into the end zone for a touchback. He did a great job hitting it just right on that one.
They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. The offense will take over at the 43-yard line. Cutler is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide. Looked like he might have made contact with an offensive player. Here's the call.
Encroachment. Defense.
And so the defense gives up some yards after the flag.
And I know this is a game of emotion, and if you're not emotional on the football field, you're going to get beat anyway, but you can't let your emotions get away from it.
He's dropped for a loss. That's a loss for 4 yards.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just have to see a play breaking down and get rid of the football and try it again on the next down.
Cutler looking to pass. Short pass to his left. Tackle at the 34. The defense didn't have a chance on that one. Great throw that time.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that, and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
Thanks, guys. It's been a hard-fought game, and both of these teams have had their share of big plays. Here are a few.
And here's the kick. Robinson takes it from the 10. And he doesn't gain a whole lot on that return.
Well, you saw it. There just wasn't very good blocking in front of him on that one. Pretty much as soon as he caught the ball, he just got drilled. That's when you're walking off the sideline going, guys, how about a little help out there?
Across midfield. Inside the 30, to the 20, to the 10. They'll get in for the touchdown. I wasn't sure he came down with it. Nice catch.
There's just something about a ball that you know if you catch it, it's 6 points. And if you don't, you're going to be the goat of the game. It just makes you focus a little bit more.
Lining up for the point after. Point after is good. The kick. Sapp fields it at the 35. Dropped at the 49-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Denver using an audible. They'll throw on first down. He throws on the run. They tackle him for a loss. No gain on that completion. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. The Panthers are changing their call on defense. Young on the handoff. Not sure who the flag was on. Let's go down to the field for the call.
Offside. Defense.
He was just a bit early on the snap there.
Yeah, he left on Friday.
The backfield is in the offset I formation. Gives to the back. And the defense might have just given them 5 yards.
Offside. Defense.
He helped the offense with that penalty.
And that certainly changes your play calling options now. When you pick up that cheap 5 yards, it really opens up the playbook.
Looks down the field. And that's his receiver who's wide open. He's brought down around the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. The Broncos line up with an offset I backfield. Setting up play action. Throws it short. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Gain of 6 off play action that time. They line up in the red zone for the first time today. Young on the run. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped. Pickup of less than a yard. And that makes it 3rd down. Denver comes out with 2 tight ends. Little handoff. And he will lose yardage on the play. Nothing doing. They stop him for a loss.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. Young is the deep back as they line up in the I. They're going to pitch it. Gains his way to the 10-yard line. So they run it on 4th down, and they pick up a big first.
4th down conversions, you're just thinking, okay, can I just pick up this 1st down, keep the drive alive, and then you break one off like that? Oh, man, that's impressive.
To the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They had to get the score there, and they did. We could have a real exciting finish on our hands.
Well, this team has no quit in them. There's no question about that. And if they can make one more stop or recover an onside kick, they're right back in it.
And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Not a bad kick. He'll return it from the 6. This game has been a great one. You hate to see anyone lose.
I have to agree with you on that one. Both teams have played incredibly hard out here today. It's been a tight game throughout, but a few running plays, and it looks like this one's going to be over.
Brought down around the 22-yard line. Good pickup there.
Boy, that's a tough throw and catch that time. Tight coverage, able to thread it in there, and good play by the receiver.
They line up in an I. Drops back on 1st down. Sacked. The Broncos. It's now 2nd and 15. Ball on their own 17. Delhomme is under center. They'll line up in the I formation. He's dropped about the 25-yard line. Nice toss that time. That'll get them a lot closer.
You know, there's really no doubting this quarterback's physical skills. Sometimes he struggles with his mechanics or accuracy, but I don't think that there's really any issue. This guy has the ability to be an elite quarterback.
He goes up high for the catch. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. They'll score. Touchdown. You've got to think that sooner or later the defense is going to catch on to him, right?
Well, they may catch on to him, but they're not going to latch on to him. We've already seen today they cannot get him on the ground in the open field.
Well, they will go for 2 here. They line this one up in shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out in the formation. Delhomme is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Makes the catch for 2. Great job there. They were able to convert.
And you could tell the offense had a plan throughout that drive. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they immediately got the call in for the 2-point conversion. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and executed it perfectly.
He kicks it. Marshall fields it at the 30. Drilled at the 45. Well, if you believe in miracles, then this game is not over yet. But I'll be honest, I don't see any way they could pull this one out.
Well, I always hate to say it's over with time still on the clock, but this one's over. If you want to, time to pad the stats a little bit now. A couple of cheap completions. Go home and tell Mommy you had a great game.
Defense.
Cutler sends a man in motion. Looks to pass. Gets it off. Just can't find the range on that. Marshall was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. Shotgun formation. He drops back to pass. He needs to make a decision. He's brought down at midfield. Back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll work from the shotgun. Denver using an audible. Back to pass. Fires it over the middle. And that should be offsides on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
So with that penalty, they'll move the chain.
Oh, that's so painful for a defense to make a stop, get the ball back for your offense, and just a silly penalty is going to give it right back to them with a first down.
He leaps. It's caught. He's tackled at the 27-yard line. That was a pretty nice play.
And the wide receiver saved the quarterback there. Anytime you get a ball up in there, you are in danger of a tip ball, an interception, but good strong hands that time by the wideout.
Looking for an open man. Harris gets his hand on it. Stokely was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt. This one is over, folks. Just time for one more play to get some stats. Don't be surprised to see everyone trying to pick this one up. It's picked off. That should wrap things up. Well, he looked like he was in the right place at the right time.
Unless you're the quarterback, then he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Delhomme is in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers split out wide. Throws it. Brings this one in. Tackle at the 21. And this one's over. Our final score is the Panthers 21, the Broncos 7.